Welcome to the Bronx Cheer Basketball Show. I'm your host, Nathan. Boys, we are back.
We're back and better.
Chi down to your far right, my left, and to my near left, and the middle for you guys, Ryan. Lakers, Miami, Sixers, all in the... Oh, well, I can't say all in the playoffs.
I can't technically.
We are in the playoffs, and we've got two play-ins teams, both seventh.
Yeah.
Actually.
Both seventh.
Yeah.
Twinning.
Yeah.
Twinning.
How are we, fellas?
Good.
Gonna be better.
Tomorrow's gonna be good, man.
Yeah, play-ins start our time tomorrow. We're recording this on Tuesday night Australian time, but that's when the Americans will be playing. So we got the 7 versus 8th matchup. So it's both your teams.
7 versus 8.
So it's
Home court.
Lakers home court against the Timberwolves,
Timberwolves,
who we'll discuss in a second. And the Timberwolves.
God damn.
The Timberwolves. Woo! Woo!
Huffing and puffing and I blow the house
And
down.
the Heat have got the Hawks.
The Hawks.
Yeah, Hawks.
Yeah, in Miami. So, and the way, if you're not familiar, that works is that the winner of those games, automatic 7th.
Yep.
So, I mean, just straight off, you guys confident?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Nah, it should be easy.
The Heat have had the Hawks number this season. The Timberwolves. I mean, we can start talking about it now.
They're just down players. First of all,
Oh,
Nas Reid isn't in.
Nas Reid is
Let's
out
not forget about
for
him.
the season. Back
He's
up.
out.
Wow.
Rudy Gobert.
Kyle Anderson and Rudy Gobert got into it. I'm sure everyone's seen it in one of the timeouts. And something like, shut the fuck up or shut your ass up or something
Get
like
some blocks. You get some
Get
rebounds.
some blocks.
Shut the fuck up.
Such classic words.
You know.
Get some blocks, Rudy. Anyway, and then Rudy punches him. Rudy punches him in the chest or arm. And Adrian Wojnarowski has reported this morning that Rudy Gobert is not traveling to LA with the team. That says he's suspended. So he's not in. And then walking into the tunnel at halftime, one of their
What about that?
one of their bright up and comers, Jaden McDaniels,
Yep.
great defensive player, punches the wall and breaks his hand.
Man, you
in
got to be
game
feeling.
82.
You got to feeling something.
These poor Timberwolves fans. That's all I can say. Like, these fans are probably being like, fuck. What the fuck is going on? Like,
And the coach.
they're gone. Yeah, they're gone just like that. Like, yes, they can. I mean, I'll try and barrack for them here. Yes, they can. If it can make them join together, the rest of the players.
Well,
Anthony
that's what
Edwards.
happened. They won the game at the end.
Yeah, they won the game. Anthony Edwards, Karl Anthony Towns, I think, is still healthy.
Yeah,
He's
he's
healthy.
kitty cat.
Barely.
Who else have they got? Mike Conley.
Yep.
These guys can join forces and be like, you know what?
We can beat the
I
Lakers
just
at
don't
home.
see it happening, though. Like, the Lakers have got too much size
much,
for a
man.
team that now is back to just having
No
Cat.
defense as well.
Man,
They're in trouble.
unbelievable.
Yep.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. The Lakers walk in the park. Sitting back as a Lakers fan, seeing that yesterday in game 82, what were you thinking? What were you feeling?
Like, I don't like to celebrate injury or whatever it is, but man, I was already confident versing the Timberwolves, whether they had McDaniels and Gobert.
Yeah.
But now it's just like, do I even watch it?
Well,
Do I watch it?
well, I was thinking, they just do the suspension just to be like, you know what? We'll
Yeah.
sit out that game. We'll get ready for the next one.
yeah.
That's what I was thinking because I was like, bro, who gets suspended?
Who chose that? That's got to be team
One
rules,
game,
like
man.
organization
Yeah, but
rules.
I agree with the suspension.
No, I agree too.
But he punched him.
Nah,
You've got to set-
it was like, and plus those guys were going back and forth.
I know, but you can't.
And he was, is he supposed to
You
lead
gotta
us? There's
set
no
the tone.
Draymond got suspended.
Draymond got
He
suspended.
got suspended.
I know that was worse.
Anyone see Draymond's tweet?
Yeah, but,
Yeah.
but it wasn't blindsided. It was like,
yeah, well, Draymond's was worse.
and it was in the heat of the moment. Like,
Yeah.
come on, man.
You've
You have a
got
little
to
bit
you've
of
got to
scuffle.
set the tone. Unfortunately, the organization, the coaches, they have to set the tone.
Well, the
that
coach. Where's the
if
coach?
you punch, pardon?
The coach has been a mess this whole
No,
thing.
but you
What
have
was
to whatever. The
galvanizing teams?
organization has to set the tone, even if it's like, I don't know, but you have to set the tone. If you punch a teammate, you're gonna cop the consequences. That's it.
Yep.
You not playing the next game. So I think I agree. If you swing an arm, you're not playing the next game.
I feel sorry for the padding that
You know
got
what I
hit by McDaniels.
Yeah, so he Jaden, we've got Jalen McDaniels on the Sixers. Jaden McDaniels said that he didn't know that there was a brick wall or
behind
whatever
the curtain or
behind the
something.
plastic curtain. And yeah, he apologized and all that sort of thing. But oh my God.
He locks down the best player on the other team
Yeah.
every game.
Yep.
And
Can
the-
he play just with a bandage? Because is it like you could just
No,
have
he's
it,
got a
like,
fractured hand.
He's got like
You know,
he's-
I know, but like you just have that plastic covering. No,
I don't know if it's his shooting hand,
I'm
but I
pretty
think
sure
it
it's
would
his
be.
It's, yeah, right hand. That's his shooting hand.
no.
No,
It's
if you got a
Mamba, man.
broken hand,
No one's
Is it-
Kobe. No one's
and
Kobe.
it happened, and it also happened a couple of days ago.
No.
Even Kobe himself,
They were fingers more. He
isn't
fractured
going to
his
play.
fingers.
Yeah.
It depends on what the injury is at the end of the day.
Kobe played every
technically.
game.
But I
and if
reckon-
his sole purpose is like, bro, just rebound or like just
Yeah. Nah, I don't- yeah.
defend.
If you fracture your hand, you're a basketball player. It's going to have to be like such a weird bone to like. I don't know what Kobe's was, but like it was a finger, Kobe.
Yeah, it's
Fractured
fingers.
And then he just tied up the fingers. That's
Yeah.
what you do.
Dislocated mid-game
Yeah,
and put it back in.
then you put it back in. That's different
But-
to a break.
Kobe's different.
You
to
can't.
everyone.
You can't literally.
Kobe's
go,
played injured.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, you can't just go like you can't do anything. And imagine the ball hits his hand, the pain. Like you got a broken hand.
Yeah, but these
That-
guys, they always give him a little bit of.
That Rudy and
Bit of a-
Anderson debacle, that must be going on for a while.
Oh yeah.
It's got to be like a...
Oh yeah.
And you know what? I've actually seen... Like, I've watched, a few of their games, and I've asked that same question in my head. Why are you not blocking shots?
Yeah, Rudy hasn't.
They
been
traded the
same
whole
this
team
season.
for this
Well,
guy, and now he's not even playing in the most important
Yeah.
game of the season.
Oh,
Well,
man.
he was struggling with the back spasm. That whole thing.
Yeah, every
and
center's
then,
struggling with back
what's
spasms.
what's his name was saying? Oh, you should play like intimidating because Rudy Gobert didn't want to play. Well, didn't want to play, or maybe medical staff said he shouldn't play that game.
Yeah.
So he was on the field by force, kind of by either by intimidation by this guy who's been intimidating Rudy Gobert since the beginning of time. So I don't know what the hell's going on in that locker room. Just seems very toxic, immature. And for Ant, seeing all this growing, this young superstar being like these
Yeah.
cowards behaving like this, no man.
He's just trying to do
the
his thing.
Timberwolves, man, they, as you said, they traded that massive haul for
Okay.
Rudy in the offseason.
Traded a list of things.
Like, unfortunately, this looks like it's just going to be one of those teams again. We'll talk about the Mavs in literally seconds. Just one of these teams that it just shows you how important it is to have not just great players, not just great coaches, but to have great
Camaraderie.
executives upstairs.
That, yes.
Because trading all that for Rudy, they don't have much.
To fall back
They
on.
don't have much like versatility now on the trade market. They basically what I'm getting at is they're gonna have to blow it up almost.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to probably again to contend. I'm talking about
Carl.
because they're gonna have to probably attach a pick if anything to get off of Rudy.
You reckon?
Well,
You
he's
reckon?
been-
You don't
he's-
think anybody like
he's-
somebody like wants like a? I know he doesn't shoot like Lopez.
No, but
having
but he makes a lot of money. Makes a lot of money.
No one
Yeah.
wants to pay that.
And he makes a lot of money, and he hasn't been great this season. So we all sort of the whole Rudy Gobert idea was only ever. It's one of those things that only ever lives as long as he is that good up there, up in the clouds, winning those defensive player of the years. Saving the Jazz's defense. But if he's not going to save the Timberwolves per se, which he hasn't done this season, and they haven't lived up the top of the standings,
His value's gone.
the facade or everything just sort of comes back down to earth,
Well-
and we're like, oh shit, we've paid this guy a max contract. We're paying this guy a max contract. We traded everything for him, and he's not even.
He can
that
barely
good.
do what
Yeah, but-
what we want him to do.
you could sort of say, hey, it's like a Miami situation with Duncan Robinson. Miami's doing all right since.
Yeah, but
So like
Duncan Robinson isn't on like a shit ton. I know he's
he's not a. He's,
I know
for
he-
me, he's on a shit ton.
Yeah,
He's
well,
on a-
for his standard, he is. But like Rudy Gobert is on like a max.
Yeah,
He's on like
yeah.
a max or
Yeah.
something like that. He's getting paid like he's one of the highest earners in the league. And if you're gonna, Yeah, it is similar actually. It is similar, like if you
Yeah.
ratio their levels, scale their levels.
And I feel like it's better than the Mavs situation, who traded away, like, I want to say everything to get Kyrie. And Kyrie's an expiring contract. So they're just left with basically Luka Doncic and a few role players. A few.
And hope.
Yeah. I feel like Wolves are in a, like, I don't know if we're comparing, but Wolves are in a much better situation than Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
sure.
No, yeah, definitely.
For sure. Because they have assets and they can just be trading away these pieces.
Yeah.
Do a Laker. Like, Lakers somehow always trading pieces to get something. So they need to call up the California and get that sorted out.
Talking about the Mavs, let's talk about them.
Rob.
And then we'll give like the rest of our playing predictions. Mavs didn't make the play-in, and they ended up handing it up themselves. In the final game,
Suspicious
was
activity.
so sad.
Silver.
they
That was so
Like, bro.
sad to say.
they played Luka for the first quarter and like first possession of the second quarter. He fouled, went out.
Why didn't they tell us that?
Jason
The
Kidd, they actually did. They actually did pre-game. They said Luka's going to play a quarter. Did you lose a bet on it?
Yeah.
You dickhead.
I would have put thousands on him for unders.
Oh, shit. You're a
sad.
dickhead. You got to watch those news, man. Anyway. Yeah, they were...
And there were always rumors about it too. Like, it was like the Mavericks were like, bro.
like 40.
I had him for an easy 20 something. 22 or something.
And you probably looked at it and like, oh, that's such a low line for Luka.
It's free money.
Man.
Anyway,
Again.
basically the Mavs were 11th trying to fight with OKC for 10th playing spot. And then the last few games, they just basically gave up.
They couldn't win it.
They just
couldn't win the last few
game
games.
especially,
They
they gave up.
No defense.
And then they gave up in the last
They
game.
had no defense.
Yeah.
Even when they tried.
And Jason Kidd said after the game in the press conference that Mark Cuban and their GM, whoever he is, Nico or whatever, something like that, told him.
Gave him the orders.
Gave him the orders.
Lose it.
And now the NBA have said they're going to investigate and stuff like that.
Jason Kidd fighting for his own job.
This is bad.
It's like, do I listen to the
This is-
executives or do I make a
Calls
good
them
move?
out.
I'm not going to go crazy as
I've
like...
never heard a coach say that explicitly.
Yeah.
Like open.
I'm not going to go crazy like some people have so far about this, but it is pretty bad because there's one thing if you're the San Antonio Spurs tanking,
Yeah.
right? It is
Was
what
tanking
it
the
is.
first game.
It is what
Yeah.
it is, right? But they had a chance. They still had a chance to try and win and to try and make it to 10th. They did have a chance. Like it was a real chance. If OKC lost, I think they could have, made it in.
It's like Lakers had a chance.
They've got Luka Doncic, they've got Kyrie Irving, and they just said, nope, we'd prefer the 10th pick in the lottery or something like that. You know what I mean? And that's worrying. It's worrying, but it's just terrible for sport because I don't think in a draft sport where there is a draft, you're rewarded for finishing lower. There's ever going to be no teams tanking. There's going to always be teams tanking, especially in Wembanyama years. But when teams that are actually on the cusp of like at the final day of making it, and they've got Luka Doncic,
And they choose to throw the towel in.
you just got to try.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, it's OKC are probably going to win. Let's try and win and go out gracefully.
They could have tried and won that. Yeah, that's what.
Yeah,
that's
tough.
what I was.
I don't blame him. Either way, they were screwed.
Yeah, but
Like,
yeah,
I
this
feel
is
like
bad.
this is a very, very unique case. And plus, it was worse before the plans. So I feel like the plans just counter everything, and I'm not even that worried.
Yeah, but that's the
about
point. That's the point. Like the planes have really introduced, like a bottom five. That's like the shit teams, and the top 10/11, if it has to be, are usually. It seems like there's a good like line between those like two brackets, like
Oh, yeah.
top 10 to 11, and then the last 4 or 5. The Mavs, I'm just saying for the product, for the integrity, dignity, whatever, for the sport, and Luka Doncic as well. I know he has to take instructions, but I didn't think he would just
Let that.
I
I
didn't
would
think
not.
he's the type of guy.
Nah, he's fuming.
Yeah.
We know that he's fuming.
He came out and
100%.
said it.
I just.
And that's what I was saying. Was it last week? I don't know. We were just chatting. I was saying, man, Luka might offer for a trade.
He's just got he's got a long time left on his contract. But the Mavs now, this offseason, They traded a first round pick, I think it was, for Christian Wood, which is now
Man.
looking horrendous.
Yeah, I was about to say, but I
Um,
didn't even mention him.
which they didn't like, or Jason Kidd didn't like. JaVale McGee didn't work out. They traded away Dorian Finney-Smith, and I forgot whatever else.
Spencer Dinwiddie.
And Spencer Dinwiddie, but that's all right. And I think a pick or two for Kyrie. Kyrie, I would say, is going to walk this offseason. I don't think that anyone's expecting him to
You
stay.
reckon?
Nah,
Even if they offer him the bag, like
I think so.
I feel like Mark Cuban should blow it up. Just blow it up.
Yeah, I don't think Kyrie is going to stay in any circumstance. It's just too not him. It's too not him.
I don't know. He would. He wants the
thought
bag.
he'd
He
really
just wants the
stay.
bag.
No, I don't think it's about money for him.
Nah.
No, I don't think it
It's
is.
about money and not getting paid for it.
No, I don't think it's about
I'm not
money.
playing.
I think it's about him. I think it's about him not being told what to do. He wants to be on a team where he. So, for example, he got traded there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I personally think you can't. What the Celtics learnt, you can't trade for Kyrie Irving. That he'll start to hate you right from there because you chose to bring him here, not him. I reckon just on that principle, he's gonna walk in free agency, even if it's like to a mediocre team or a shit team. But I think he'll end up going to like a Lakers or Suns somehow.
On like men.
Not me, like they'll find a way to make room for him. But even if he goes to a mediocre or a shit team,
No, he can't go Miami.
like and they open up and they give him the bag, right? Him choosing, it's like, this is my way, you know, and he'll be like, this is where I always wanted to be, you know what I mean? I can't see him staying in Dallas.
I don't know how many organizations have that capacity for him.
Yeah, I reckon there'll be, especially them. They'll take it. I know that they have to trade every. Yeah,
Saying them again.
that's them, bro. The Lakers for all our audio people.
Yes,
The
give it.
Lakers. Let's get on to what today is really about. And before we do that, can I say, boys, if you are new to the show, hit that subscribe button and that notifications bell. And if you're just listening on Apple Spotify, on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, hit the 5-star rating and give us a like and all those sort of things. Today we're doing NBA awards. Just turning off my laptop.
And if you are a listener on Spotify or Apple Music and you do like a bit of entertainment, tune into this podcast you're listening to right now on YouTube to find Nathan in a gimp mask.
I haven't worn it yet.
Yeah.
He hasn't
Yeah.
worn it. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah.
So you listeners, I know you want to watch that. Tune in.
Has to.
If you see Nathan's face right
At
now,
least.
you want to see
At
it.
least, hey, even. Okay, even. You have to be wearing this.
And the Miami
You have to
jersey.
be wearing this, man.
For the first reward.
I wanted to.
Hey!
I wanted to put it on for the first chunk and then get serious for the second.
No,
All
it's time to hear
right,
it now.
all right.
Let's go.
For the first reward, you can wear it.
No. I've got to put it all on. So, for anyone who might be new, whenever our teams play each other, so I'm Sixers, obviously, Ryan's Lakers, Chi is Miami. Whenever our teams play each other, the next pod, the loser fan has to wear.
I ain't wasting no time.
The loser fan has to wear the jersey of the other team, of the winning team. And when we happen to do a live watch along, like, I'm sorry if I stretch this, Cheech.
You can also play back on YouTube.
Yeah, when we do a live watch along, which we did last week, so go check that out. Miami versus Sixers. The Miami killed us.
Oh, yeah.
We also add a little bit more spice.
Shout out to Keegan Murray.
It was actually Synth.
Keegan
Was it
Murray.
It was Synth that put the.
Keegan Murray is the Kings rookie, isn't he?
It was Synth as
Anyway,
well that called for the gift.
We add. Oh my god, I feel so dirty.
Hey, that looks alright on you.
Bro,
good.
Really? I'm stretching this so.
It's Miami.
You look like it's
You
built
look
the
like
head
veteran
culture.
Wade. You saw Wade out there with the rocking chanted.
Anyway, and
Cultured.
Yeah.
the extra bet, the extra consequence that we added this week, as Ryan's already done it before, is that for this podcast, I would have to put on the gimp mask. Where is the gimp mask?
Do it for a small period because it's not fun. It's not
Yeah.
comfortable.
I
You
wa-
can't. You can't. It's not sustainable.
know.
Over
I
5
wanted
minutes.
to. I wanted to do it for the first chunk and get serious for the player awards. This is a gimp mask. It's those, the porn ones.
He's stretching Everton. Oh my god. Gosh.
Bro,
How you looking, Nafe? How you feeling?
I am feeling great.
How are you feeling now?
That's it. Hey, it suits. It suits.
Tune
I
in.
think it.
I think it goes with the Miami jersey, huh?
Yeah.
Hey,
Black
that's,
and dangerous, man.
you look like a bad man. That's hate culture right there.
That's it.
Okay, so we're good.
Give us a look at the camera. Look at it. Really get in there.
Going up on my eyes.
It fits you a bit better than it fit me.
I think so.
Yeah, it's a bit
Damn, imagine wearing it if we reversed each other. In the I'll get you to wear it all episode
Okay,
long when Miami.
so I will be
flogs you.
wearing this for a while. All right.
Hey, you're able to talk in it though.
Yeah, I'm all right. It's creeping up on my eyes. That's the only thing. All right. All right. NBA awards. We're gonna try and keep it serious here. Okay.
He's going
Sorry for all the audio. If you're listening on audio, you got to jump on YouTube for this. All right. NBA awards 22-23.
Mm-hmm.
Gentlemen.
Let's get it.
All right.
He looks like Adam Silver too. The alien man. Back at it.
The first award, NBA Executive of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not familiar with this one, basically, it's not just the coaches and the players. I'm trying to be all serious. It's not just the coaches and the players that work all the magic for an NBA organization or basketball operations. It's also the executives upstairs, mainly the general managers and the presidents of basketball operations, as mentioned.
Yep.
Yeah, last year the winner was, I think it was James Jones from the Phoenix Suns. Which I didn't
Heat
fully
culture.
understand, but whatever.
Who'd they even get to
No,
deserve that?
Yeah, I don't know.
No, I think it was like a backtrack from
Yeah, and that's
past year.
shout out former host Jack Lynch. He says that this award, Executive of the Year, is given the way they give it. It's like it's given for the previous year, same as Coach of the Year. He reckons that it's given for the previous year. It's not, but like people sort of that's the way
Judge
it's
their-
always awarded.
No.
But
I feel like this year different.
yeah. Anyway, so Executive of the Year.
Mm.
I have one winner, and I have 1, 2, 3,
Nah.
4,
Nah.
5.
It's just one winner. That's
I
it.
have 5 honorable mentions. There were so many great transactions pulled off. Okay. Does someone else want to start, or I'll start?
I don't know.
I'll start.
I'm just a bit wary because you have 5.
I'll start to get mine out of the
You
way.
start.
Yeah, go.
No. I know what yours
Please.
is, and I'm not. You go last. You go fucking last.
Please.
The executive
stop.
of the year for me is the Cleveland Cavaliers' Kobe Altman.
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
Because
I want to hear this.
Nah.
you know what? There's a lot of explanation for a lot of other guys and a
Mm.
lot of other teams, but at the end of the day, fucking hell, like Donovan Mitchell, 72 points, fucking 40 points consecutive. Like, what if the Cavs have gone from only relevant when they had LeBron to exciting, and now they're beyond exciting. Now they're, let's face it, they're a contender for the next few years, aren't they? It's one thing to have Jared Allen,
Evan Mobley,
Evan
Darius
Mobley,
Garland.
Darius Garland. Great drafting, great trades made in the past. But I love, in the NBA, there's 5 on the court. It's a superstars league, as they all say. That's a big fish. It's hard to land a big fish. And the way that they swooped in front of the Knicks in the offseason to get Donovan Mitchell and what he's turned out to be,
Yep.
that's a huge... Like, with Executive of the Year, similar to Coach, but Executive of the Year, you can either be first or last off, like, the same transaction. Donovan Mitchell, man, he has paid
don't lose.
dividends. He's
Not losing.
been such a good pickup for them. And the Knicks, in a way, while they did well. And I will say now, the Knicks, Leon Rose is one of my honourable mentions. They might be sort of thinking to themselves, man, we might have been able to use Donovan Mitchell instead of RJ Barrett. You know what I mean?
Great pickup.
I'll get into my honourable mentions after. Cheech.
I thought it was the Kings,
Okay.
100%.
Yep.
Because, like, I get Cavs were already good relatively. Like, they had the pieces, and
Yeah.
then they already they had so much depth. So I thought, oh, you're playing with a lot to work with. Like,
Yeah.
and hence your room for error was broader.
Yeah.
Whereas the Kings, they just got it right, and they were laughed at. They were laughed at trading for Sabonis, but then as well as to get Malik Monk,
Like
Yeah,
Monk,
yeah,
yep.
yeah. And
Kevin
Kevin Huerter.
Huerter,
Kevin Huerter.
huge.
Yeah.
And then there was another guy as well, but then also to preserve Fox.
Yeah.
Because for me, I was like, oh, Fox is sort of becoming like another Kemba Walker. Like, he's good,
Yeah,
but
now it's gone to a new level.
another level.
Yeah.
So to just keep him at it, and then with the coaching decision as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everything was with purpose. Like, hey, you're getting shooters, you're getting playmaking. I just thought everything from the players,
Yeah.
a lot of player changes, and a huge coaching change,
Yeah.
and also having memes on it. Light the beam, light the beam.
Yeah.
Getting everybody excited. Just thought,
Yeah,
I'm a fan of that.
Yeah, that's. I know. I had so the Kings is Monty McNair. I had him as one of my honorable mentions.
Yeah.
As you said, and not to also forget that they drafted well with Keegan Murray. They
They've been
did
drafting
they did the most. Like, if you want to look at like how many quantity of good things, getting Donovan Mitchell is massive, and it's one massive thing.
Yeah.
But like as you said, picking Mike Brown, I know it was last season, but getting Sabonis. But this season, getting Herter, picking up Monk, recognizing that there might be a connection between Monk and Fox, college teammates. As you said, I don't hate that.
I don't argue.
Yeah.
I love
I
that.
don't argue
I
with
don't know.
that.
I just feel like it's just more. It was much more tricky, and that
Yeah.
room for room for error was tight with the Kings because they've been laughed at for so
Yeah.
long. So I don't know. That's how I thought. I
Yeah.
thought Cavs was like easier to accomplish.
Yeah.
But you have valid points. They were able to sweep in front of the Knicks.
Yeah.
That's a real dub.
It's hard
That's
to
real
get a
dub.
big fish. But I agree with yours. I sort of almost agree equally.
Yeah.
Say yours.
Say
That was a roll of the eyes if you
What?
can't see it through the gift.
For the fans, for myself, the Lakers, Mr. Rob Pelinka.
It's not a. That's even a quarter of the year award. That's How would
Exactly.
you sign Westbrook? How would you allow legit?
That was last year, but that was last year.
That was last year.
That was last year.
No. So I'll just jump in. Rob Pelinka is one of my honorable.
And let's
get
touch
it.
on some points here.
The
Let's touch on some
so
points.
you go.
So you can fill the gaps. So the Lakers. Let's talk. Before All-Star
Yeah.
that trade
This
deadline,
is the point.
we
yeah.
obtained Rui Hachimura. All right. He's not a bad player.
Not getting minutes these days.
He's not getting minutes because we got juggernauts.
Not even playing Rudy Hachimura. That wasn't a good one.
He's coming off the bench. No, wait.
See?
He's come off the bench right now, since All-Star, and now they've found a spot for him to come off the bench and score.
Okay.
They need him. Straight after All-Star, we obtain D'Angelo Russell, Malik Beasley,
This is the one.
and Jared Vanderbilt. Now, Westbrook, all respect to him. I like
He's just
Westbrook.
not
I
a
love
fit.
Westbrook, but he's better off somewhere else. And what we got since the All-Star break and how we've been playing with what we got is really good. We're on a good run. We're almost unstoppable. If it wasn't for that, I don't think we'd even be in the play-in.
I think
Let's be honest.
I
the
don't know.
Lakers have the equal best record I saw since the
We do.
All-Star break.
We got one of the top defenses as well.
Yeah.
We're climbing the ladder with the top
but-
since the trade.
You want to say, is that lucky because LeBron was injured, but AD wasn't injured, and he was like, he's
No,
on the
but
up and up.
like-
Like,
You know, so you talked about Westbrook, right?
Yeah.
LeBron's not a great GM. LeBron brought Westbrook. I wouldn't put that down to Pelinka, right? And I'm not saying I like Pelinka. These trades that they made.
How'd they
you
get
can
away with
tell
that?
That's a. And I know this
Is that under the table?
This sounds too literal, but you can tell that Pelinka made these decisions.
Yeah.
LeBron brought in Westbrook, brought in his mate, brought in Carmelo, and all this bullshit. This trade, and that's what I was going to get to as well. I nearly had, at one stage when I was deciding, I almost had you guys winning it, or Rob Pelinka winning Executive of the Year, because at the time, but Beasley, Vanderbilt, and these are all
D'Angelo Russell,
sought after trade assets that everyone wanted. What did I say?
These are
As
legit.
you just said, I said they've paid under the table. They've bribed.
How'd they get all three?
That was very they didn't pay much, eh?
Yeah, they didn't.
How'd they get all any other
For not
team
much.
would have given
And so,
a lot.
unless it comes out that you did pay
Surely.
under the table,
Sure.
Rob Pelinka works some magic.
That was a crazy move.
He works some magic.
That
And you guys
changed
are
the whole
actually-
dynamic of our team.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of people say people are scared of the Lakers. I think people are genuinely, not because I'm a Lakers fan, are genuinely scared of going against this team with their record since the All-Star.
Yeah.
And just the personnel that they have, like, they're just legit guys.
I think, though, with Lakers in the playoffs, I don't want. You always got to fear them because then they have that rest.
They
Then
got
have that
juggernauts.
less injury prone. So I was like,
But
that's always the case.
if they were coming in as they were assembled before the trade deadline, Westbrook and co, and who the fuck
Well,
else?
they weren't.
Westbrook,
gonna
Quan,
make it.
Toscano.
They weren't going to make it.
They weren't going to make it.
If
I
they were
don't.
coming in, they wouldn't be a factor right now
They
like
weren't
that.
gonna
Yeah.
make it.
Those moves that Pelinka made at the trade deadline, and as I said, that you could tell this time that's Pelinka making moves, not LeBron.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? How they get all that?
Mm.
And it's proven. Like LeBron this, LeBron that, AD. Yes, AD's been great. We'll say that since he's come back. And of course, LeBron and AD are the big factors. But at the end of the day, Malik Beasley, a shooter. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if it hasn't gone perfectly so far, you need shooters around LeBron and AD.
Vando, rebounding,
Rebounding,
hustle, second play.
you know, all these sort of
D'Angelo
things.
Russell just has his own game. He's got his own
See,
flair.
this
He
is-
scores not at
Yeah.
will, but he can score different
This is where
spots.
I
D'Lo's
think
big.
that award would be justified for next year. You know how this one's always
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
we are back.
I agree.
So then, who do you reckon will win it?
Mm.
In this case, I'm thinking Kings, and then Lakers next year.
So I had originally Danny Ainge. The only reason why I put Lakers in front of them because with this move got them to the play-ins. Like it got them somewhere.
Yeah.
Then again, Danny Ainge, if you actually see what he obtained just for Rudy, like that's like Rudy alone, it's like a list that you almost need to scroll.
And so that's,
Walker Kessler is already better than Rudy,
right.
plus all their picks.
So
Everything.
I also had Justin Zanuck and Danny Ainge, the two Jazz guys,
Yeah.
as one of my honorable mentions because of what you're saying. And the Jazz managed to tank and make their fans happy.
Yep.
And get get picks in exchange for Conley and Vanderbilt and all that.
They've done
all
well.
in the same season.
Yeah.
They've worked the match.
Done
They've
an
like
OKC kind of thing.
they've and what did I say about if you manage to trade for a guy and he turns into a superstar, Larry Markkinen?
Crazy.
Yeah, they might win it. They might win it.
You reckon?
There's a lot of. This is
I
why I
know-
had so many
I know,
honorable
but
mentions. Yeah,
Who you reckon will win it for you? Who you reckon?
I will say you sold me on the Kings. I will say who I think will win it will be either the Kings, the Jazz, or the Cavs.
No, that's
You
fair.
did sell me on the Kings. Like I
just
thought of the
thought
Kings, but not
everything.
about your points that you raised,
Everything.
Yeah.
which makes sense.
But the Jazz did like the Kings. They did so many good things, but on the bottom end of the table.
Yeah.
They're setting themselves up to rebuild.
Yeah.
And they picked up Larry Markkinen,
Yeah.
which is amazing.
All right.
I also had James Jones, the Suns GM.
Picking up.
I was gonna have him.
I
was
know.
And it was quick too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
I
the
love
fuck
those
do you
quick
get
trades.
Kevin Durant? I know it happened because of context and circumstances, but if like we just popped into this
Talk about a big fish.
if we popped into this universe and you told me that Kevin Durant got traded for Mikal Bridges, Jay Crowder, Cam Johnson and a few picks, and no DeAndre Ayton, no
no
Booker,
Booker.
I would be like,
Chris
no-
Paul.
what the fuck has happened?
Who's that?
What
They do miss the depth though.
Of course,
but
but they're gonna try and win the championship.
oh yeah,
Golden State wise,
because I feel like I wish they had one extra player. Then I'll be a bit more certain on that Suns. But
at the end of the day, he went to Phoenix, so James
got him.
Jones gets a
got him.
shout out to me.
All right.
Just shout out for me. I'll do one more in the Gimp mask.
Nah. I
Get it
reckon.
off.
Nah, I reckon. Yeah, that's
Get
all
it off.
good. You've done well. Trooper here.
I was gonna do the next one in the Gimp mask, but it's all right. Oh god,
There we go. Well, after I pulled your hair, Daddy.
Okay, now. Wow. Oh my god. I felt like I was underwater.
Back to
Okay.
earth.
Yeah, Miami underwater.
Now the reason I was gonna be willing to do this one in the Gimp mask is because it's such a nothing award. Coach of the year. Surely there's
Please.
only one
Please.
that everyone has.
Who?
M.
Who have you got?
Mike.
Say it. Because I like testing. 'cause
Mike
I know-
Brown.
Mike Brown.
I got
Thank
Mike Brown.
God.
Mike Brown. Mike Brown.
I was like,
Come to our senses.
I was like, wait, do I have anybody on my thing again?
I was like, no, I'm like,
you're
I don't- I
very
don't need to check this.
suspicious.
I
I
was
don't
like,
think.
no, man.
So I sent you. I don't know who it was. Sorry, I can't give credit, but there's someone who's tracking on Google spreadsheets
Oh, that was great. Well,
all the people, all the media members that have a vote that are publicly putting out who they're voting for.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
We
so-
got it here.
And Joel's like up like 13-3 and
forward.
2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joel's won it.
But it's not the
easy.
actual tally technically. It's just
public.
It's
so,
people
like, for
have a
example,
voice.
like Bill Simmons, Zach Lowe, JJ Redick, they've all come out on their podcast and they've all got votes.
and happily openly shared it.
And they shared it.
Yeah, JJ.
Where?
So how did JJ Redick get a vote that
He works at
quick?
ESPN. Works at
But like
ESPN.
it just like straight after retirement. Like I was confused. I was so
Yeah,
confused.
he works at ESPN. Click on the tab on the top up here.
Oh yeah.
Coach of the year, and tell me what you see. NBA Coach of the Year.
let me
Sorry, I can't give credit of who started it.
Yeah, Mike
dogs.
Brown.
Everyone's
Is that
got
for everyone?
Mike Brown.
Yeah.
Mike
I don't
Brown-
think he's done anything wrong or bad or just.
right. This
He's
is what
exceeded.
this is what the award is given for and designed for, and that's fine. It's so great. The Kings are third.
They've exceeded
They've
expectations.
made the playoffs for the first time in 16 years, I think it was. The longest drought in American sports. They've destroyed that. And they won the division. That includes LA Lakers, LA Clippers, Phoenix Suns, and the Golden State Warriors.
You see the odds for
the
them to win
Kings
that?
won that division.
The odds for them to win the division was
it was
crazy numbers.
Yeah,
Like
massive
unreal.
numbers.
Third.
Unreal.
Nah, they're crazy.
Yeah.
Mike
It's the
Brown,
whole
They've
team.
without a
validated.
question. Without a question. He has just come from Golden State and he has produced, I'm pretty sure, as we talked about, they have at times, or if not by the end of it, the best offense ever.
Oh, they have the best offense.
Like, that's it. We don't need to talk about
Yeah.
it. It's Mike
Keep it
Brown.
as that.
If you don't have Mike Brown, I don't know what you're doing.
Just the puzzle that just everything in Kings just fit
Yeah.
after how many
Everything
years?
looks like it's worked. The only bad thing that happened with the Kings this season was Trey Lyles, which was like a few weeks ago. Got in a bit of a scuffle.
Oh, yeah.
With,
Because
I can't
he's
remember who that was.
helpful off the bench.
No, he's very helpful.
Yeah.
He's very good.
All right.
I forgot who it was, but he had a scruffle with another player. Like he hit him, but yeah,
Sixth man of the year. Now, sort of two guys up for this.
yeah.
It's a bit
I
of a
think
weird
I've
one,
got the
'cause-
same too.
Yeah.
All right.
Normally I'm just like Jamal Crawford.
Who I think will win it? Yeah. Who I think will win it? Just because this is the
I think we got
bullshit,
the same thing.
is Malcolm Brogdon. I think Malcolm Brogdon will win it. But I think that Quickly deserves it.
Oh no, I'm the other way
You're
around.
the opposite?
I
Really?
think Brogdon deserves to win it, but I think they'll give it to Quickly.
Reasons.
Okay.
Like I just want what's your reasons behind your pick?
Brogdon is efficient as his numbers. He has the best numbers off the bench.
Better numbers for the most part.
Points,
Just.
field goals,
It's all
3
just.
points.
Yeah.
Like point 1, point 2.
Less minutes.
Plays on the better team.
Plays less minutes than Quickly. Has more field goal percentage, more points, more 3-point, free throw. Beats him in nearly every start, and he's playing maybe 3 to 4 minutes less.
Yeah.
And yeah, he does play for the Boston Celtics, but he's just efficient. He's just like he's the guy. Even last year, he could have He'd
Yeah.
be great in any team. But then again,
You
most
reckon?
six man would be good.
You
at
Oh,
reckon?
he's good, man. He's real.
yeah,
good.
yeah.
He's real good. And them
He's so
getting
solid.
him.
He's so solid.
Fuck them. Them getting him and then putting him on the bench. I was like, great.
His numbers got better.
They've got
by being on the
such a
bench.
great 7 to 8.
He's got
man
better
rotation.
numbers with lower minutes.
Yeah. He's good. But so on to quickly. Who do you have?
Quickly.
You got quickly.
And I'm pretty convinced it's Quickly. But
Who do you think will win it? Brogdon? Or do you think quickly?
I don't know. Because I wasn't really.
I reckon the Brogdon will get it. This is the
This
way
is the whole Celtics
the way the
thing.
voters go.
It's the whole Celtics,
Yeah.
LA kind of thing. It's
Yeah. It is though. I mean, I don't want to get like too salty here, but it's also the whole best team thing. I'll tell you now. I haven't picked Tatum for MVP. They're all good, man. All these players are all good on that team. As I just said, their 7 to 8 man rotation is fucking insane. They're all so good. All 7 or 8 of them. Brogdon is part of that, but Quickly in the way Tibbs milks you, like Quickly is like, I don't know. Quickly is a
You
6
see
man.
it. He comes on and you see it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he's that
That
impact
floating.
off the bench.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like something that's like so. It's a something that's iconic. Like I always look for a 6-man that has that. Oh my god, he's come back on.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
easy to
Brogdon's
recognize.
very
Yeah.
quiet.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get that. I like
It's-
that.
Brogdon just like keeps the machine running.
Exactly. That's
And the machine happens to be really great.
so that's how I don't know, look at that 6-man of the year.
They're
It's
both
something
great.
that has that punch, that flash. You have to be a slasher. But to counterpoint how much I like Quickly in that position was I heard today that his points are much better or have been inflated because he's been starting more.
Yeah, he started, because
And he performs better when he starts. So I was like, I don't know. I haven't checked on that. But I did check that his numbers without, like, those 3 main guys,
Brunson, Randall.
Yeah.
Bronson,
Barrett.
have been, like, the plus minus
Yep.
is definitely up there. Compared to, what's his name?
Brogdon.
I feel like, it's just all milked from Tatum and Brown. That plus minus is just because
Brogdon's really good. Quickly's really good. You can honestly take your pick. Brogdon's a
solid.
favourite.
Brogdon just is solid.
I don't know.
I think even
I think it's
defensively.
sort of what you prefer. But yeah, that's a 6-man of the year.
go with the slasher.
The most improved player.
Oh, please.
I've got-
I don't know. What
Please.
I've got
what-
2.
There's two. It's two again.
There shouldn't be 2. Well,
There's 2 again.
I want to know who's your second, but for me, it was very easy.
Well, who do you think's gonna? Who do you
It
think's
should
gonna
be very,
win it?
very easy.
Who do you think's gonna win it?
Yeah, I know who's gonna win it
And who should win it?
and who should win it.
Same.
It's not.
Same.
Last year was a mistake. Can I just say? It's somebody that
Wait,
has
Tyler Hero. Oh no, sorry.
Last
Keep
year
going.
was,
that was different. That was Tyler's 6-man. We're talking about most improved.
Who's
Oh,
the,
most improved.
who's the gun guy?
Ja Morant.
Ja Morant. Wasn't
Yeah.
that last year?
What did? 6-man. I was thinking of Tyler Hero did win something.
Yeah, sorry.
Last year,
Yeah.
Ja Morant won.
Yeah. So I want to start my conversation with that was a mistake.
That's right. That's right. I agree with
Yeah,
that.
okay,
I agree with
okay,
that.
okay.
It shouldn't be given like that. And now I think we're on the same page.
Okay.
Yeah, we're on
You
the
thought
same
that was a
page.
mistake? Okay.
We're on
so
the same
that
page.
means it has to be Larry Markkinen.
Yes. Very good.
I want to give it to Shea.
No.
No. The reason is
Not on the same page.
no.
Not on the same page, then.
We're on the same page, and I know what's it in regards to, but
But
But-
I can entertain this though.
I
No, you
think
can't
I was thinking more like I thought of the Lakers because of the OKC actually made it into the play-ins. I want to give Shea the reward instead of Laurie Markkinen. That's all.
Yeah.
But Laurie Markkinen's
But they traded all Markkinen's team away. They were good until they traded.
But his
all-
number's always going to be a lot better than if they got less. If they got horrible players, he's going to have the better numbers. He's going to have a bigger increase. And Shea Gilgeous, if you've seen his numbers and his percentage, it's better than Markkinen's.
No. Okay, you're talking about 2 different roles. Markkinen went from a good role player, or
Not even.
not even, to a fantastic, relatively
number one.
Number 1 player. It's somebody that's able to take being a role player to being a main player.
Okay, I say that.
And also the
But-
elevation.
Yeah.
He's also his numbers was
Yeah.
like, I don't know, 5 shots a game,
Yeah.
or
He was
sorry,
just,
8 shots a game, to now like 20.
Yeah.
And he's been efficient. I understand it's like 55% versus maybe
I took that into
57.
account, but Shea has also increased his points.
No. He's
For someone that was already number 1 and still the
Shea
number 1
was-
guy.
I'll just make the
Nah,
case.
where's
for
Shea.
here's the
Close for
numbers?
like
Here's the
9
numbers.
points
Where's the
per
Bible
game.
turn? Let me look.
Here's the thing about Shea. Shea is a little bit different to Jar. Because Jar was like number 2 pick. We knew what he was going to... He was always doing what he was going to do last year.
I didn't want to put Shea into
but
this.
Shea
'cause
has always been the leader of that squad
but
and
he-
has been elevated.
We
gradually.
didn't know. Some people putting Shea in their top 5 MVP.
Nah.
We-
Yeah. Top
we-
5. I
we-
saw
so
that. I was like,
but we didn't know that Shea would get to. This is what I'm saying. Last year when Jar went from like, as I said,
he
Jar
went from
was,
jar to jar. Shea's gone from shade to shade. It's just
No,
that,
but
hey,
Shea
we remember.
I
has
feel like
gone-
Jar had already passed the
Mate,
most improved
okay.
stage.
So he was his seasons, yeah. 11 points a game, 19 points a game, 24 points a game, 25 points a game, 31 points per game.
Who's that?
That's Shea Gilgeous
Yeah.
Alexander.
Yeah.
That's
So
his
24 to
progression.
31
But
from
we
last
didn't
season.
know-
Oh, come on. This is better than somebody 15 points a game to 26 points a game.
Yeah, I know,
But he still gets more. He's going to get more shots up.
Lowry got chosen as the number 1. You know, that like anyway.
You should get those
I
numbers if
agree
you're
with
number
you,
1.
but the Shea thing
Role
isn't the Jar
player
thing
to thing.
exactly. It's not exactly.
I thought it was. I'm
I-
like, I can't put Shea in here because he's an MVP. He's
It's
almost
not-
an
it's not
MVP
most-
talk.
I,
But is it most improved?
Yeah, but Shea's stats has improved a lot from being the number 1 guy to the number
Yeah.
1 again.
It
They've
shouldn't-
climbed
yeah.
a lot. They've climbed a lot.
I agree with you, but you got to open the door a bit more this year than the Jar one because Shea, we didn't think Shea would get to this. Like 30
No.
points a game. That's right.
No, for me,
he made All-Star.
it makes
You
sense.
know, you
He made All-Star.
Yeah. That's why I brought up that conversation
I
early in the
didn't-
season.
Nah, I didn't see Shea getting to this. I didn't
Not
realize
to All-Star.
basically my thought that was that Shea was going to be second or third option once they get brought in like Chet Holmgren and when they brought in the next guys. Shea was just the captain of the ship that looks promising, but really we want better guys than you. Like in the draft. You know what I mean?
But he's proven wrong.
And Shea is now inserted himself as potentially a top 10 player in the league.
Maybe. I think I've always.
I just
looked at
didn't see
OKC.
Shea being a top 10 player in the league before this year. Ever. You know what I mean?
No, I've always. I guess it's.
But the point is, I agree with you. I voted Lowry, or I'm picking Lowry. I think Lowry should win, and I think he will win. That's the way the award should be given. I don't think it should be given to Shea. But all I'm saying is, this isn't the same as Jar.
So,
Jar was
I still think
Okay.
Laurie's going to get it. But
Jar
I
was
want
picked
Shea to...
to-
You want Shea to get it.
I want Shea to get it purely just because his team's higher up, and that's all. His team's higher up, and the stats convinced me that he's genuinely turned he's gone another level. So is Laurie, but
Yeah.
he also has, obviously. But
I just felt like it was just that progression, like a linear progression. I know it's not the same because ESPN love to focus on Jama, right?
Yeah.
So it's not, and Shea isn't like that flashy. So I just felt like it was just
Desmond
that
Bain
same-
got it last year, didn't he?
Nah.
Jar gave
Jar
it to him.
gave it to him. But anyway, so
but
that's,
I don't know because of how Baines came along. Like I don't know, I'm not putting him in there, but I was like, this is kind of like a similar case, most improved.
He should have won it. No,
Baines.
he should have won it last year.
This
This year he was like a bit better
He
last
fell
year.
off a bit this year. He wasn't consistent enough this
Yeah,
year.
but anyway,
Okay.
we're good conversation.
Good chat.
Good chat.
even
But-
Bronson.
Yeah, but he was like, yeah, all right. But this is where you
That
gotta,
becomes like a
you got to be
yeah.
careful. This is the thing about
an
Lowry.
all-star.
Lowry compared to Shea. Lowry puts on the Jazz. Hey, you're number one man. You are allowed to take 20 shots. Brunson, you are not behind Luka anymore. You are allowed to be the leader of this team. That's where you can be given the keys to be most improved.
So second.
Shea was, and I'm with you. Don't forget that I'm with you on Lowry. But Shea went from, as you said, as I said, the captain of the bottoming OKC
Yeah,
ship
the captain of middles.
to No, to the
is it
to
a
an
10?
a top 5 MVP guy.
To an all-star.
You know what I mean? I didn't think Shea had that in
To
him.
the play-ins.
Wait,
But-
if Luca was, had a competent team around him, then it would be different.
Lucas not in
Shea-
planes. We can't talk
Yeah.
about him.
you know,
Well, that's
I'm kidding.
yeah. He's giving him anyway.
like I'm just saying, like they're the same different.
I was going more off performance than standings, but it's I don't know. Lowry. All right, rookie of the year. There's sort of
Oh,
two
so
here.
I'm a
again.
bit.
Two.
I've
Really?
changed my
Okay.
mind.
No. Okay.
But it's
I have zero emotion in this one.
Paolo Banchero for me.
Yeah, easy.
I think
same.
he should and he will. A lot of people are trying to scream for Jalen Williams,
Nah.
who
I
came in
was
late.
trying-
late. It's
I
not
think
a
I'm
quarter
just-
season award like Lakers.
He came
I think
in
I'm
late.
an underdog guy, and I like to back the underdog.
Yeah, he
and
came in too late.
but
as in,
man,
like,
he's. So, I'm sorry, buddy.
he's good. He's great.
so good.
But Paolo done it all season.
Yeah, I know, I
26
know,
and
I
3,
know.
bro.
Yeah, Paolo done it all season. Defensive player of the year.
Oh, this one another.
This is
could
the
be a
hardest
toxic
one. This is the
Toxic
hardest
one.
one. This is the hardest
Can
one.
I just say?
I felt like I was getting in trouble trying to choose this.
Yeah, I didn't know
You
what
know?
to do.
I felt bad.
I actually, I pretty much didn't choose.
I don't think did I even write it down?
That's
I know
Because
wrote-
I even had to like highlight my points and
Yeah,
put red. I was like,
so the betting
want-
odds,
uh-huh.
according to oddschecker, I think .com, Jaren Jackson is the favorite.
Yep.
Then Brook Lopez, then Evan Mobley, then Bam, Giannis, AD, Jared Allen, Joel Embiid. Right? Who wants to start?
I'm gonna
this
start
is the
quickly.
hardest.
I
Quickly.
I just want to say, look, I had Jaren Jackson, I had Brook Lopez, but I think you just give it to Giannis. Honestly,
I've got like a similar mentality.
I had
'Cause I
Brook
just don't know
and
who
I
to
had
choose.
Jaren, but
You know-
let's come down to it. If a player's running at Giannis, Brook, or Jaren, I think Giannis is winning every time.
Yeah,
but it's not the
It's
way.
the I know. There's more.
The problem
team
about Jaren
defense.
Jackson is that, and this is everyone's having the same problem. You know, I've been looking at the media as well. He
Immature.
played 63 games,
yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
and he doesn't even play 36 a lot
Yes.
minutes.
Well,
Plays
yeah,
like
But
No,
that
I
shows
read
how
that.
efficient he is, though.
yeah, but he also no, but like so he's per
Yeah,
ga- like
as
Like,
in,
if
if he
you
played
break
more
it
minutes,
per-
it could be worse. His stats. But at the same
yeah.
time, he's
I
playing.
don't know. I didn't look into it. I didn't look into the numbers myself. But
Because-
at the end of the day, he plays 63 games.
More chance for error.
When you play more, if you play more games and more minutes, especially more games,
More chance
Yeah.
for error.
it's going to get expanded.
Yeah.
Like diluted.
Yeah.
However, from what I saw of Jaren Jackson and what I know of the numbers, he was pretty much the main guy that you should vote for.
Yeah.
Like he
Yeah.
was the defensive
Yeah, he
player of the
blocked
year,
AD, I'll give
but
him
he
that.
played 63 games.
Yeah.
I thought it was 68.
I thought it was 63.
Maybe I got that wrong.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But regardless,
Like, 78 versus 68 or 63. That's a lot.
he didn't play a lot.
63 doesn't make it next
Yeah.
year.
And I just didn't know who to choose because I'm an eye test guy. I don't look at the numbers that much. I heard about his numbers. During the season, I liked Brook Lopez.
I liked Brook Lopez for more of the season.
But the good arguments against Brook Lopez is he's the third best defender on his team. Giannis and Drew are
When I
better
was-
defenders.
when I was looking
And
at
when you
defensive,
got-
I
when
was
you got
like,
Drew.
The Bucks are crazy.
Drew stopping the point of attack, and then you got Giannis as like the sort of middle.
But
How can you vote for a guy who only has to defend?
No, but he's
One
doing it
position?
very, very well.
I know.
I
but
think everybody was like, bro, you came back from back surgery
he's like
and
the
all that jazz.
third. He's the third.
No, but
best.
he's doing it very, very, very
I
well.
know, but
Very,
he's the
very
third best.
well.
That's
no,
why I
like
had-
he's ISO. Like when people give him like, hey, just go 1-on-1. Like he's doing very, very well.
I was tossing the other day on who I'm going to choose, and I chose Jaren in front of Brook purely for that reason because, yes, you got Drew, you got Giannis. The offensive players are probably more worried about Drew, Giannis, and Brook Lopez. When you're 7 foot, you're always going to be worried. But the assignments like spread. Jaren Jackson, it's like it's only other players play defense on Memphis, but it's
Because
more
they're the number
him
one.
controlling
They're
the
the number one.
defense.
He's
Yeah,
the main
They're,
guy.
they're the
Yeah,
number one.
it's
in defense,
majority-
isn't it?
No, it's
him that they're
Cavs,
worried
But
about.
Memphis are up
They're
there.
not worried about Jard defending you. They're not worried about
Yeah.
Desmond Bain defending you.
Oh, that he's good actually. No,
No,
sorry.
no,
Sorry.
no,
I'll
yeah,
give him
David.
credit.
I'll take
Yeah,
that
no,
back.
But anyway,
And Dylan Barnes.
I have
Yeah.
Triple J too.
Okay.
But
The easy way, if
It's
you don't
hard.
want to pick,
It's really hard.
the easy way out of this, if you don't want to pick Triple J, if you don't want to pick Brook Lopez,
Yeah,
is to go Evan Mobley. And
Yeah, I saw that.
according
I saw
to that
yeah.
spreadsheet, a lot of people are voting Evan
know,
Mobley
yeah,
so
yeah.
far because
Nah.
they were the number one defense, but then he's got Jared Allen next to him.
You got two giants like that, like
While Mitchell was trying on defense more this year, Garland and Mitchell. That's a good narrative. Garland and Mitchell get run through.
Yep.
And it's like Mobley's the guy, but
you got this.
you got Jared Allen there.
7-footer.
But it's
sitting
not
right
just
next to
about that. You can still give it to Mobley. Anyway, I just didn't choose.
Just give it to AD.
I didn't choose. I just put down Draymond Green because. No.
Wait, I just realized you didn't pick Andre Iguodala.
No, I picked Draymond Green, but I didn't really choose. Because
Really?
without him, the Warriors would have no defense. That's my take, and so that's me just like forfeiting my pick. I
I might as well
know.
pick AD.
You pick AD.
If AD played enough, he would have won.
This is one of the hardest picks in
Defense is
ever.
hard.
So
It's a good one.
I don't know who's going to win it because I don't know. I don't think anyone knows what's going to happen because
Listen to the players. Give it to Drew.
It seems no one knows what to do with the Jaren Jackson Jr. thing. Anyway, last one, the final one, the most valuable player for 22-23. Say it, guys. Say it.
Andre Iguodala.
Say it. And I'll quickly go on a little rant after you say it.
Just end the show
Who do you
now.
think will win it, Chi-Chi? The most valuable player MVP.
Embiid.
Joel Embiid?
Yeah.
Oh.
And
Right.
who I gave my vote to? Joel Embiid.
Yeah, you did.
Mr. Cameroon Embiid. Joel. Which is middle
will
name?
win it, and he should win it.
Yeah.
You go on both. And that makes three of us. He will and should.
You were so happy.
But-
You were so happy.
Asterisk.
Go.
The best player in the world is Giannis.
Yep,
Easily.
that's fine.
Easily.
I was
And
saying
he's-
to Chi-Chi.
points per minute
Yeah,
is Giannis.
that's fine.
Because Giannis is barely playing
That's fine.
and all that jazz. So go for it.
That's fine.
Did
I
you
was
hear what
saying
Giannis
to Chi-Chi that I think that in all sports, I think individual awards are all bullshit anyway. But in all sports, I think that there should be some version of a best player of like who was the best player, not like who had the best season. Who was the best player this year?
Yeah.
Like, who did we call the best player?
Yeah.
Because for me, it's still Giannis. Giannis is the best player in the NBA. And I would happily award that to him. Like,
Yeah.
for example, like there was, Anyway, I think all sports lack that award. So it clears up conversation.
I don't know. It makes it ambiguous because
It
it's like
does.
best player and then
It
valuable
does.
player. Like,
But
well,
we're already fucking ambiguous.
You could say
with all
LeBron
this-
James, 15 years.
Yeah.
But
that
I'm
would have been
serious.
great. That
That's-
would have been
yeah,
great.
yeah.
That, he
That's legit.
deserves that.
Yeah.
And that can weigh into GOAT debates. You know what I mean?
I don't like
Who-
saying that because Kobe, that's
Anyway.
a bit rude.
Well, Kobe would have had it for a while. Then LeBron would have taken it.
Mm.
And then imagine, like, that'd be so much fun. I don't know why they don't
Where
do
does
it.
KD come in? Does he?
No, because KD's injured.
No, I don't.
'Cause it's only
I don't-
offense.
I don't think
Yeah,
KD ever
nah.
would have taken it from
Yeah.
LeBron.
Nah,
Maybe like last year. That's it.
Yeah, 1 year.
But Giannis had it last
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
Giannis is the best player. Whatever, but that's it. That's all my Giannis
wouldn't
stuff.
Kawhi had it for a bit?
No, I think LeBron. I think
Still?
everyone would have voted LeBron.
Oh, man, that Toronto.
Depends when the actual. I don't know. Depends
that
when
was
the
great.
award
Take him
gets.
back there.
Depend when the award gets
Ah.
given. Okay,
We do that from
but
1993.
Joel Hans Embiid will be the MVP finally. Finally.
Happy. You look so happy.
It's more of a.
That's
I
a
don't know
genuine
why you're so
happiness.
happy. First of all, you
Genuine
think it's silly,
happiness.
and then second of all, it's like more of a pity kind of thing.
Because
It's more of a pity kind of thing.
It
We saw
is.
the roller
I'll
coaster all
give you
season.
that.
Yeah, because how many have
and
Embiid,
2 and 2.
Giannis won,
Jokic too.
Jokic again.
Yep.
You know,
and
we
I agree
can't-
with that argument.
Yeah, no.
I agree with the argument that, you know what, how can we go this whole era of Jokic, Embiid, Giannis, of constantly them three being the top two without giving Embiid one? And you know what? I agree.
And I also agree that he tried this year, like with that dominant performance.
Yep. And he tried more
At
than
the
Jokic. Jokic gave it away in the last
Yeah,
month.
yeah.
Jokic wasn't even playing. Giannis was injured a lot. I get that. 2 years ago, Embiid was gonna win it, but then he was injured for the last like month or two, and then Jokic won it. So I want to remind everyone of that. Embiid's missed his because of injury as well. Whatever. Give Embiid his because it's time for him.
Give him his flowers.
He should get his, but at the end of the day, and I do think all individual awards are shitty, but there's still prestige that comes with it, and I'm so glad that Joel will always be an MVP after this.
What would you do if his name doesn't get called for it?
Oh, fucking...
That would be great.
I'll fucking go down there. I will fucking go down there, I swear.
I'm getting worked up.
No, that would be
He
funny.
doesn't get it this
No,
season.
but if they gave it to Giannis, then I'll be like, yeah.
we can back that point.
Yeah.
We can back
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Because I think in my world, Giannis, Embiid.
One thing I
Jokic.
wanted to talk, because there's not much to challenge here. We're all going Embiid. With this Giannis crown, though, that I talked about of best player, this isn't some LeBron level crown. I think if Joel, for example, carries the Sixers to the championship and finals MVP, Joel's the best player in the league.
But, you know, that's...
Same with Giannis, I also want to say. And probably KD as well. I don't think... What I'm saying is, I don't think that...
yeah.
So, LeBron is top 2 all time with Jordan. And Kobe was like that as well. Like, one of those all-time, like, top whatevers. Where the crown's a bit immovable.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have to, you have to rip it away.
Yeah.
You have to be a LeBron to take it.
But it's
I
not
don't
really
think that Giannis
glued
is
on.
a LeBron... we're talking top 2. I don't think that Giannis is that, or he hasn't done it yet.
I think
I
it was glued
I
on-
actually think if KD or
Embiid.
KD or Embiid or Jokic win Finals MVP, which means championship, and they carried them, Kawhi-esque 2019,
Or Luka Doncic, maybe.
he's not in it.
Yeah, I know. But in the future.
I reckon I will say that person is the new best player.
No, that's fair. But that's what
I could back
Giannis. That's what Giannis said at the beginning of the season.
Yeah,
Who the best player is? It's
Yeah.
whoever wins it.
But if
like
LeBron-
whichever
yeah.
team wins it, that
But if
MVP of
LeBron
that
was
team.
still the best, I'd disagree. I'd be like, no. LeBron, he's the king.
And that's fair because I feel like if Giannis won last year's finals,
And he
then
nearly-
it's still and he nearly done it.
Nearly done it
without his team.
and he nearly
You're
done it.
right.
You know, then it would be like, bro, but that super glue really thin now.
And the Sixers and the Nuggets. Who else did I say? We'll see about the Suns. But the Sixers and the Nuggets, like Giannis last year, they don't have like what I'm getting at is if the Nuggets, if Jokic wins Finals MVP, and if you told me that, and Embiid is going to win Finals MVP this season, I'm going to presume they did a big carry job because the Bucks, the Celtics, and the Suns are like KD didn't need to the Bucks and the Celtics and the Suns, these teams of like not just like sort of one guy, you know what I mean? They can like beat you, and Tatum doesn't look like the Finals MVP.
Yep.
You know what I'm
Yep.
getting at?
Yep.
If the Sixers win the championship, even the Bucks, I'll give you a little bit, but they've got such a great team. But if the Sixers, the Bucks,
You're losing because Embiid. You're
the
losing because
Nuggets,
of Embiid.
even, yeah, or if you're winning is because of Embiid,
Yeah.
or Jokic. So the crown's not immovable. Is the end of what I'm saying? But I'm so
We'll
happy.
see how it goes down there.
We'll see how it goes down. I mean, at this stage, you'd probably have to say that the Bucks are the favourites, and that makes it a bit more immovable. If Giannis racks up
Yeah,
a
yeah,
second
yeah.
Finals MVP, then you might have to.
That'll be
win-
great.
You might have to
I'm
work
a-
harder.
I
I'm
don't
a
mind
Giannis
Giannis
supporter.
having the
That'll be
having the
great.
crown,
That'll
but
be great.
in terms of the LeBron, like it's such a hard crown to even take off his head to really give it. Like I feel like you need 5 years of excellence.
Like even with, for example, good example is like Steph and KD.
Yep.
In my opinion, they never took it from LeBron.
Yeah,
Nah, no
And
way.
and
No
they
way.
were so good.
They were good, but
And
no.
Kawhi was so good, but LeBron
That's what I
wasn't
mean.
in
I
the
feel like you
playoffs
need to
that
see
year.
5 years of pure dominance or excellent, like longer. Like
You just
you
need
know,
to hit a level for sustained
Yeah,
peak of
yeah,
powers.
yeah.
Your sustained peak of powers needs to be the best in the world.
Exactly.
people
That's
where
are
we're
still
going.
amazed. NBA players are still amazed when they see LeBron.
Yeah.
Like
Apart from
The
Mario
effect.
Chalmers.
Ah, yeah. Well.
Anyway, but that is our NBA awards. Let us know all of yours in the comments below. Let us know your picks for, all these awards. And next week, fellas. Oh, did we finish off the play-in picks?
Yeah, let's finish it
we
off.
didn't even get the play-in
Okay,
picks.
so-
Real quick.
Just quickly.
Real quick.
Let's
I-
go.
Real
got-
quick. Jazz it up.
What did I send you today, Cheech?
Who's first game?
First game tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, let's look at it like
would
that.
be Miami, wouldn't it?
Yeah, Miami 9:30, Hawks,
Where's my thing?
and then Lakers, Timberwolves tomorrow.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm just gonna say it the quick way. I've got Lakers winning tomorrow, so they'll be 7th. I've got Heat winning tomorrow, they'll be 7th.
Correct. Any objections?
No.
No.
Cool.
Back that.
I've got then the Timberwolves playing. Oh, sorry. Then I've got the Pelicans beating OKC.
Let me just look at
Just because it's in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pelicans.
The home
beating-
court
I'm
kills
backing
me.
Shay.
Yeah.
The home court, you shoot
riding
well.
Shea.
You shoot well on your
But
home court.
I think they'll be pissed off about that whole loss against the Timberwolves. So, like, I get the Shea factor, but it's a tough one. It's 50-50, but
Yeah.
I'm going with
Pels.
Pels. Yeah.
Palace.
And then I've got so it's Pels T-Wolves, and then I wrote I don't know.
No, it's
Wait.
Wolves. And this is the reason why I say
Wolves will have
Wolves.
home court.
The reason why I say Wolves, even though it's shambles right now, absolute
Kitty
shambles,
cat.
worst. But I just want Ant-Man to show me what's
Yeah.
up.
He's gonna have
It's
to.
more of I want him to prove to me, because I've been talking about Ant.
Yeah.
I want him to come on, just show me something.
Did you
Tell
see
me something. Really, tell me something, man.
Did you see
Pissing
Zion
me off.
dapped him up after the game?
Oh, yeah,
all in the
yeah,
back
yeah,
locker
yeah,
room,
yeah.
Just like shake his hand, like fucking you killed it, keep doing
He
it. Like,
had 4 blocks in the last that last bit there.
Yeah.
And they won.
He
won.
needs to.
He needs to show me what's up.
I've got the Bulls. So I've got the Bulls beating the Raptors after the. Yep. So the Bulls
You got
beating the Raptors.
Bulls beating Raptors. See, I just got as
Who's
we were
home
talking
court,
before.
It is Raptors.
Yeah,
home
but-
court.
But I
don't know.
just got Rat. They had Pat Beverly.
The
No,
Bulls.
seriously. But I was thinking just the length
Yeah.
and size of the.
it's hard to
Raps.
win in Toronto, I heard.
It is.
But DeRozan came there as well.
DeRozan.
You reckon Drake will make a show up, or he's
Yeah.
completely out of there?
Nah,
now?
he'll be there.
I reckon
he'll be
he'll be
there
there.
for them.
Alright,
I reckon the Bulls will beat the Raptors, but then the Hawks will beat the Bulls.
Nah,
That's what I've got.
You think? Oh, okay,
I
yeah.
think
for
Hawks will
eighth
double
place.
lose. But your Hawks are weird. They show up
They've
in
just
this
got
time.
too many good
They
players
love
to
that.
ignore.
They got that round, that round one. They love to finish.
Who
out
wants to
round
take? But who's going to own it for the Hawks? Like, or are they going to share it, or are they just going to whoever's
I
one.
don't
Doesn't
popping?
matter.
These are
Yeah.
the home court factors and just how mediocre these teams are, and,
makes that
and how
difference.
questionable they are as well.
500 teams.
Like the Bulls have Levine, DeRozan, Vucevic. The Hawks have they have Young, Murray, Capella,
Collins, Hunter.
Like, what are these teams doing down here?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's
But whatever, they're there.
It's the NBA.
Siakam and Van Vliet. What are these teams doing down there? But they are. They're down there and they underperform. So I don't know who's going to underperform more. That's my
Yeah.
point. Who's going
it's
to keep
one game.
playing shit? Yeah.
One game. You
Yeah.
show up or you get stuff.
So
man.
I don't really know with the play-ins. I'm happy we're not in it.
I'm excited though.
Anyway,
I'm excited.
yeah.
I got Lakers coming out,
Yeah, let's
playing up
go
the
with that. You got
Timberwolves,
anything
Miami.
else?
It's all the
As in
same.
any
Heat
other
Nation, baby.
playing
It looks
picks?
good on you.
Yeah, maybe we should lose more often to them.
You'll never see this again.
Can you verse in the playoffs if does it
I
ever
think it has to be the finals.
would you
I think-
cross
I
no,
haven't
no,
looked
no,
at
no,
it.
no, no.
Oh.
in the second round? Yeah.
If you guys win tomorrow and you get 7th,
Uh-huh.
you're playing against Boston.
Oh, that's tough. Yeah.
Right?
And I said, we're going to probably lose that one.
Right?
We needed to verse
And if you happen to beat Boston and we beat Brooklyn, which we will, we'll play in the second round.
Yeah. I'm not can't.
We'll
I
see you
wanted
straight
wanted
away.
Yell in the first, and then Yell ducked. Yell really ducked, man.
Yeah.
Really, really. He
What
knows.
happened?
Hey, hold on. We ducked, but we won those 2 games. You know that.
Afterwards.
So we didn't play our starters against the Hawks in Atlanta, and they were trying to win. This tells you how bad they are. The Hawks were trying to win. We played no one. We played Mac McClung.
Yeah.
We played Jaden Springer, G League Finals MVP.
That guy killed it.
By the way, yeah. And they beat Atlanta in Atlanta.
He killed
And
it.
then against Brooklyn, in Brooklyn, we beat Brooklyn.
Yeah.
So
And then
we
Miami,
didn't duck nothing.
We choked.
I had
too.
Brooklyn to win. Now see McCall come off in the first second.
Yeah, dickhead.
Yeah,
You're
I
such a
mean-
thing. You gotta look at the news.
It was
Why would they
pre-done.
play
It
him?
was pre.
No.
It was before Bet I made
Yeah.
the multi.
Okay. Anyway, thank you, boys.
Thank you.
Hey, big.
Next,
Good to be back.
Next time we talk, we'll be not only past the plains, we'll be a couple of games into round one. We will be a couple of games into round one.
Yeah, man.
Even though that is the case, next week we'll be giving you our playoff predictions. We'll be talking about everything that happened this upcoming week. Boys, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
If you are new to the show, hit that subscribe button and that notifications bell. We will talk to you next week.